Then we have our final agenda item for tonight. We have a fireside chat. Antonio, I'm going to hand over to you.
Thank you.
And
First, stay with me. Stay with me. I mean, I'm thirsty like hell. I would love to have a beer. But stay with me because you're going to see the future of financing for startups. Okay? No, Paul, we're not going to sit. We're going to do a stand-up.
so
We're able to. We need to make dynamic. They fall asleep thirsty. No questions, okay? But before that, I'd like again to congratulate all the entrepreneurs, and I invite you all to go and ask questions to each one of them, even the ones that didn't go through the longer pitches. Startups are like truffles. You need to go after Alba truffle. You need to go after them, smell them, and take time. I go back to the story of Sonar Source. When they arrived at Fongit in 2008, nobody wanted to invest into the company. Okay, and Fongit was the first supporting and financing this company. So here you might have the same unicorn of the future. It takes time, but it's rewarding. With that, I'd like to introduce an entrepreneur who is a visionary. He's a visionary because he has been able, with a startup that we could say is kind of a low-tech startup, to innovate in a way the ability to involve clients, suppliers, all his stakeholders in his company through this kind of digital, the sales of digital shares. So I'd like to introduce to you the CEO and founder of Magic Tomato, Paul. Paul, welcome.
Thanks.
It's not a pitch. It's going to be just very quick Q&A. And I'd like to start with the simplest question. What does your company?
So our company is a superhero, in fact, that saves you from the industrial food and bring you a beautiful, local, fresh product to your door the same day. The idea is just to change the way we do our groceries every week. And we believe that we can change, let's say, make our world a little bit better just by doing it the right way. And it's what we are doing. I had the chance to pitch in SICTIC in 2019. We were doing 700,000 sales. Now we do 10 times more. We have 20,000 clients, 300 artisans that we federate, and we are operate in 4 regions in Swiss Romand and in Bern. But what is behind is the impact that we, let's say, do, and it's the mission we have. So last year, we reallocate 4.5 million to independent artisan and producer in Switzerland. And if you compare to a normal supermarket, we save 46 tons of food waste and 60,000 plastic packaging, sorry.
Okay, so basically, last year you have done 7 million revenues. This year is going to be 13 million, more or less, and yet you decided to do something very innovative. You decided to put your shares,
yes,
digital, on what people call the blockchain, right?
Yes,
but in a French way, or a chaîne de blocs, even better.
So,
What do you do exactly with that?
So we decided to go for the chain of the block.
Don't say that. No. This I cannot hear. This is worse than a question. No.
No, we had that choice to do because we were willing to do a fundraising of at least 1 million to expand in Switzerland and continue to have this impact and growth. And we decided, in fact, to complete the puzzle. And it was a missing point. It was our community, our stakeholder, and also our employees, but also all the people that want to make our world a little bit better. And we had the chance now with the new law in Switzerland, with the new technical possibilities, really to open the heart of Magic Tomato, which is our governance and our capital. And this is why we decide to digitalize.
Fantastic. So basically, your clients will become shareholders, so they will have kind of an involvement in the governance of the company. So finally, it's like being a cooperative, no? The old cooperative in Switzerland, right?
It's
but
the
this
new,
time it
the
works.
2.0 or even more of the cooperative, but behind is backed by the real shares, which is normal shares if you compare to a cooperative. So you have a right, all the financial right behind that goes with the code of the obligation in Switzerland, which was the most complicated part.
Yeah, so this is going to be the first one, probably the first one of a company having a real community, tokenizing the shares. And that's great. You are working also with some very good partners, right? Apart from Fongit, but don't mention Fongit.
Yes, with Taurus to digitalize the shares, with Liechtenstein for the legal side, and Fongit, of course, that support our crazy vision and creative idea.
Yeah.
And the idea also behind is just to have this mix, because we have our client that invest, we have artisan, maybe one butcher, and you have also our employees that say, oh, I like it and I want to be part of it. And at the same time, in parallel, you have more institutional investor, as Fongit, but we have also business angels. So it's really like we democratize the way to invest, and I think it's a new era for our kind of company, especially in Switzerland, with this legal cadre.
What is the minimum ticket you can invest?
You can invest for the same price of a pair of shoes. It's 150.
Okay, so basically you want to have a really distributed and decentralized ownership. That's great.
Yeah. And we start yesterday.
You started yesterday. Okay.
What?
How much money? How many? Okay, percentage in terms of.
We're almost around 60% already subscribed, and we start now to have a discussion also, because it's our stakeholder artisan, they want to understand, but they like and they want to be part of it, and we have also business angel interested. So, voilà,
no, and it's great because being a shareholder stakeholder allows you to make business decisions as well. I received, for example, in a beta version, the possibility to choose between the asparagus quality, and that is a real issue, right? But at the same time, I can vote as shareholders for real, also for having a board seat eventually, right? This is the idea.
The idea is to have the governance opened, and there's one part which is really related to the business, is to ask our clients what they want, because we are a mission-driven company. So we ask for the asparagus if we should have some French asparagus before the season, because the season is very short in Switzerland, and they say yes for 75%, or 1,000 vote. But of course, if they would have said no, we will have followed them and not just sell asparagus, even if you have in the retail normal place. And we do the same for other products. And the idea to create this new communication about the way we do our groceries, because it has so much impact on all the value chain, and it has an impact on the carbon emission.
Yeah, and involve the artisan behind as well. So they are part of the success of the company, and you lock them in as well. Yeah. That's great. What is the take? What do you ask to the audience today? Any ask? Do you have any special requests for the audience?
No, I would be happy if they have a look on what we do. And I think really it's interesting because it opens new possibilities for investment in general. And I think as there's many investors in the room, I think it can definitely change the way you can maybe diversificate your investment at your level as a business angel. And many more will come, I think, on that way to market the companies.
Great. So consume local, buy local, but also invest local from today with Magic Tomato. Okay. So thank you very much,
You're welcome.
Paul. I'm not taking any question. Okay. But Paul is going to be around during the apéro, and he will be happy to answer all your questions.
Yes.
Okay. So with that, thank you. I think it's time to move to the apéro. I think, Thomas, you want to take the final word. I'd like just to thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank the team, SICTIC, Fongit team, to make it happen, and CCG team. Please, you have a question? Very good question. Very good question. You go on magictomato.ch and you follow the onboarding process. What is going to be interesting, because the Taurus platform, which is one of the leaders in blockchain technologies in Switzerland, is handling all the onboarding of the investor. So the KYC and AML process is going to be handled by them. And then after the onboarding, you will be able to select your investment. They can range from 150 francs up to whatever. So you can actually make a takeover, hostile takeover of Magic Tomato today. Okay, So thank you very much again for being here. I see you in the apero.
Fantastic.